Alright then guys, welcome back to the channel. So quick video for you today. I've got a couple of small items that were kindly sent to me from Banggood. As most of you know, I'm an affiliate for Banggood and occasionally they send me small items out to make videos on. So usually with small items I would group them all together and do one video. So I would have done these with the Mohu sharpening system that I reviewed recently on the channel, but Banggood wanted me to make two separate videos. The reason for this video is to highlight their Black Friday sale, which runs from the 20th to the 26th of November. So it's happening real soon. It's the 20th to the 26th of November, where there'll be huge savings for Black Friday across the entire site. Definitely worth checking it out because they usually have quite good deals. So I'll leave links to the site and the items I'm reviewing in the video description, so be sure to check those out. So in today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at a couple of items. The first one is just a simple item. I'm not going to go into detail on this one. This is just a simple combination square. It's your average square, nothing special about it. I went for this because my other one is bent and I needed a new one and thought, why not? I mean, you can pick these up from absolutely anywhere. So I'm not suggesting you just purchase a square from Banggood. It was fairly cheap. It was less than a tenner at the time I was sent this. You've got your little brass dial, which you just turn. Allows you to slide that. I have checked it for square. It's perfectly square. So as squares go, the most important thing about it is you want it square, and the square is definitely square. So that's all I'm going to say about that item. Next item up is a little bit more interesting. It's something I've been looking at for a little while, wondering whether or not to buy, and it's the HONGDUI Kerfmaker. This is actually a nice little bit of kit, and it makes like putting housing joints or dados, wherever you're based in the world, whatever you call them, in pieces of wood a lot easier, rather than just guessing the size of it like I normally do. I normally run it through the table saw a few times, and more often than not you end up with it slightly too big, but this takes all the guesswork out of it. So we'll get it out of the box and I'll show you it up close and give you a super quick demo. Okay, hopefully you can see this well enough. So it comes in simple box, and the actual gauge itself is presented in a really handy tin. So you've got somewhere to keep it safe and dust free when you're not using it. And inside we have the tool itself, made of anodized aluminium, and it's actually really well machined. Not sure if you'll pick it up on camera. There is a scale. I'm not sure why you'd actually need a scale when you're actually using the gauge to measure the thickness of the material. But yeah, you've got your little brass dials which allow you to move all the different pieces. So that's a quick look at the item itself. It's really light. Now I've not got the biggest hands, but I've got average hands. You can see the size of it in my hand. So it's fairly small. So now I'll give you a super quick demo on how to use it. Now there are quite a few different ways you can measure the kerf of your blade. And the way I done it, which I find gives you an accurate measurement of the kerf on your blade, is I took a scrap piece of wood and all I done was chop the corner off of it. Then what you do is you basically, when you fit the piece back on, make sure you get it the right way round, the same way it was on there before you cut it off. And then you'll see that there's an offset, and that is actually the kerf of your blade. Okay, so hopefully you can see this clearly enough. So you get your kerf maker. This is the section of the corner that you cut off, so make sure that's placed back on the same way it was cut off. This offset here is now the kerf on your blade. You push Kerfmaker grey section up to the end of the cut off bit, like so, and then alter the red part till it's touching. Then lock off the red section, and now this offset is the kerf of your blade. And then you get your piece of wood, which in my case is this scrap bit of MDF, and you're going to put that into the Kerfmaker like that, and then you're going to do it up as tight as you can, so it's tight. Hopefully you can see this. Once you've got it in there tight, we do the bottom one up, and it is very important. Hard trying to do it on camera, mind. Make sure it's tight, and then adjust it so it's tight. Keep forgetting which way to turn it. Right, so that is tight on there. A little bit loose, but probably tighten that up a bit more actually. Otherwise the slot will be too loose. Right, so making sure it's tight, then do it up. And then that should give you the right gap. So basically, it's ready to use. Okay, so now what you do is you take your Kerfmaker, and I'll put it this way, so the red section is up against my stop. Push it up like that. Obviously, on a proper workpiece, you'd work out exactly where you want the slot to be, and then line all this up accordingly. I've set the blade height for roughly half of this. It doesn't have to be perfect for this. And then we make a cut. Right, and then what you want to do is you flip it over, so now this grey section is up against your stop, like so, and you push your workpiece up against that, like so, making sure it's all pushed up tight, which it is, like so. And we can take that out, and then we basically do the same thing, run it through. And normally you wouldn't stop to talk to the camera, you'd just leave it running and get on with it. Now you can see you've got your two lines on your piece of wood, and now it's just a case of hogging out the rest of the material. So I'll do that. Now if we've done this right, this should fit in here. So let's see how close we are. And that is a perfect fit. You can see how nice a gap that is. If you shake it really hard, it will come apart. But once you put glue in it or whatever, that is a nice fit. And there's no side to side play in that whatsoever. So good, perfect. And that is how you use the Kerfmaker. Alright then guys, so there you go. That is the 2 items in question. If only one person finds this video of any use, then I've done my job. If you want to check out any of the items shown in today's video, I'll leave links in the video descriptions which will take you directly through to the products shown in today's video. So that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed it, and until the next video, stay safe and you will see me in the next video. Cheers for watching guys.